we're gonna get rolling, starting in child's pose. So knees, if it's okay, knees wide today, so that you can actually fit your torso through your legs and your rib cage starts to kind of nestle between your inner thighs. Release your forehead down. Allow your eyes to soften. And just see if you can melt the space between the shoulder blades, behind the heart, behind the sternum. And then start to deepen the breath, really gradually, really naturally. And with your back ribs free and open to the sky, getting that sense of expanding the back ribs wide and up on the inhale. And on the exhale, they melt back into the body. So not just breathing into the belly, but allowing for this back body expansion. Your next inhale draws you up onto your hands and your knees. And then just root down. Inhale, lift your heart, your tail, your head to the sky. And then exhale, round the back, push the floor away, use your feet, use your shins. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Two more. And one more time. Really nice. And then come into downward facing dog. Yes, really nice. Really nice. And just keep the breath flowing. And just feel the effect that this breath has on your state of being. With an inhale, lift your heels and roll through your spine. So just roll, almost like cat's pose in that upper back, and then come through into up dog on the balls of the feet. So lift the heart, lift the gaze, draw the shoulders and the biceps back, and then chin to chest, and just reverse it back. And do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift the heels, rolling up and through. Coming into up dog on the balls of the feet, outer ankles pressing in, and then reversing it. Chin into chest, and pushing back. And then one more time, just on your own with your breath. And then right leg stretches back. Open up your hip and bend your knee if it feels good. And then pull that right foot toward your left hip. Firm the left arm even straighter and stronger, and lift that left shoulder away from the ground a little bit. And then square the hips, lengthen that right leg back. And then exhale, knee into your chest. And then pause. Keep pushing the hands down, rounding the upper back, pulling the knee forward. Place your right foot next to your right hand. Sweep the right arm up and around.
really nice. You're going to reach for your back foot. You're going to reach for the back heel and then lift the left arm up. Nice and slow. And then really gently just hug this tricep on the left arm to the outer right thigh. Bring your right hand to your hip, bend the right knee more, push the left thigh a little higher, and then without pushing the hands together, just gently, really gently expand the chest. Less about the twist, more about chest expansion. Roll the shoulder open, hug the elbow back. Yeah. Release your hands down, and then straighten the front leg. Come real high on the back toes. And then bend the front knee, turn the back heel to the center of the mat, warrior two, come up, stacking the shoulders on top of the hips. One more breath in, both hands to the ground. Step back to down dog, and then stretch your left leg up and back. Open the hip, bend the knee. Start to move the foot closer to the right sitting bone, then lift the right shoulder up. Try not to drop down into that shoulder. Come back through center. Neutralize the pelvis. And then draw the knee into the chest, and you have about 5 breaths here. Push the floor away. Spread the shoulder blades. And then step your left foot next to your left hand. Right hand stays down. Slowly bring this left arm around. And when reaching for the back foot, you start to shift and lift up. And then very gently, we're going to hug the right arm, the tricep outside that left thigh. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Bend the left knee a lot. Power up the right leg. Roll the left shoulder open and just gently wrap the chest open. On an island with these dreams of ours. Release the hands down. Come real high into the back toes. Melt over this front leg. And then bend the left knee. Root the right heel, warrior two. Come on out. Very nice. Very nice. Run out the door, I don't know where I'm running to. Ooh. Remember the night we sat on the beach and you said, oh, the stars in the ocean. Last breath in. And bring your hands down. Step back to plank. This time, vinyasa, chaturanga, or the floor you choose. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog with your exhale. Pause here and breathe. Lift the hips, crease higher. And gently draw the front ribs into the back ribs, but draw the heart toward your thumbs. Lift the kneecaps, push the thighs back, heels toward the ground.
Push the hands down, feel the lift of the wrists away from the ground. And then inhale, lift your heels high. Bend your knees, look forward. Bring your feet to your hands. Come halfway with your inhale. Fold deeply with your exhale. Rise up to stand, inhale, and then pause there. Just pause there. Take your left hand to your right wrist, and then stretch up and over to your left. Feel that movement in the rib cage. Come back up. Take it to the other side.
Say a prayer for me. Let my body sleep tonight. You were there for me, girl.
Draw back up to center, inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. Come halfway with your inhale. Take it back, chaturanga or the ground, you choose. Up dog or cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog with your exhale. And then pause. Strong down dog. It's not passive. It's not a rest. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, look forward, bring your feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold deeply with your exhale. Rise up to stand, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Half forward fold, inhaling. Chaturanga, exhaling.
Say a prayer for me.
Rise, upward facing dog. The inhale pulls you through. Your exhale brings you to downward facing dog. Take a few breaths.
Pay my debts tonight. Time has come for you. Place your hand.
Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, look forward, stretch your heart to your thumbs. Feet come to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Bow forward, exhale. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, rise. Yeah. Down dog, exhale. Lift your heels. Bend your knees on no breath, feet to your hands. And then inhale, pull your heart forward. Keep the space, fold down. Rise to stand, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Rising up, inhale. Bowing forward, exhale. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Rise, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Open the hip, bend the knee. Knee into chest, shift forward, place your foot forward. Right hand sweeps up and back. Follow it up. Rise up. Yeah. Hook the left arm. This time hands come into prayer. Maybe a little more space. Really nice. Really nice. Release the right hand down, floor block or your shin. Back heel roots down, triangle. So do your best to take the side bend out of the pose. So you felt a side bend when we were standing at the top of the mat. You want to remove that side bend. Stay, well, we're going to go deeper actually. You're going to bend the right knee, stay as deep as you can, and reverse your warrior. And then bring both hands down. Float your right leg back, hold it here. Walk to a standing split at the back of your mat on your left leg.
Pull your knee into your chest, your right knee into your chest.
Walk back out to plank. Stay nice and strong. And then extend the right leg, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog with your exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Open the hip, bend the knee.
Come back around through center, place the left foot forward.
Left hand sweeps around. And then we rise up and follow it back. Right arm hooks outside that left thigh. We twist. You get a couple breaths in this version. Pull your feet toward each other, lift the right thigh, and then left hand, shin block or floor, right heel roots, triangle. So taking any side bend and just minimizing it the best you can. One of the ways that you can sort of facilitate that is by lifting up a little higher. If you're too low and you're reaching for the ground and it's not working for you, it's going to start to look like this. And we want to kind of soften the top ribs down. And sometimes just elevating that hand gives you that power. Beautiful, smooth, steady breath. You're going to bend the left knee really deep. We're going to stay as low as we can to reverse warrior. Yeah. Beautiful.
Where are you? Will your dreams come true?
Pull your back foot toward the front of your mat. Really strong in those feet. Strong in those legs. One more inhale. Bring the hands around. Float the left leg back into plank. And then with control, without swaying side to side, walk your hands back to your standing leg, to your right leg. Come into standing splits. I wasn't sure if I was going to kick my booze.
With an exhale, pull your left knee into your chest. Keep your knee drawn in. Walk out to plank. Nice and strong in your center. Extend the leg back, chaturanga.
Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Exhale.
Right leg back, inhale. Open the hip, flip over if it feels good. If not, don't do it.
Right foot, top of the mat. Right hand sweeps around. We rise up. Same thing. Good. Hook the left arm. Twist. Triangle. Reverse warrior. Get low, get low, get low. Bring it around. Right leg floats into plank. Walk back. Standing splits. Back of the mat. Right knee into your chest. Walk back out to plank. Chaturanga as you extend the leg back. Rise and open. And downward facing dog. Left leg back, inhale. Slowly open the hip, flip to feel. Left foot, top of the mat. Left hand sweeps around. And then take it up and back. Right arm outside the left thigh. And then twist it. Triangle. reverse warrior. Bring it around. Float the left leg back to plank. Nice and strong. Walk back, standing split. Left knee into your chest. Walk back out. Extend the leg. Chaturanga. Rising up. And downward facing dog. You're amazing. Pause here and breathe. Just give yourself a moment. Use this opportunity to get out of your head. Be one with your breath. Breathe like you're breathing through your pores. Breathe from your whole damn body, not just through your nose, not just into your belly, your chest, your ribs. Your whole body's breathing as one. High to your toes, inhale. Knees bend, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold deeply, exhale. Utkatasana, chair. Left arm outside your right thigh, we twist to the right. We've done a few twists now. If you want to open it up or if you want to take it into an arm balance, it's yours to do with as you choose. Choose wisely. Just because you can do something doesn't mean that you have to. You're amazing. Yes. Beautiful. You're gonna bring this right arm down. So if you're in an arm balance, come on out. Right hand comes forward, unravel, half moon. Consider bending the top leg, finding the foot, and then kicking it away. And as you kick it away, you're actually pulling in simultaneously. So there's that equal opposite energy. You're going to release the foot if you have it. Maybe slide your left hand behind your back. Step the left foot back. Rise up, straighten both of your feet to the left side of your mat. And then right hand to the ground. So Prasarita twist. You're going to keep the hand here if it's okay. Maybe catch hold of that right thigh or the right hip and just give it a sense of lifting the right hip as you twist. So you keep the hips fairly level without being rigid, without being too caught up in that. Good, you're going to keep this half wrap if you have it. Turn your right toes to the top of the mat and then right arm onto your right thigh. It's a side angle with a half wrap. Of course, if you can easily find the full wrap and it feels great, go for it. But it's less about the wrap today and more about this opening up across the chest. Breathe your low back into that left forearm rather, so that you feel that you're not just arching your back here. Lengthen your tailbone to your left heel. Good. And then if you stayed with me, just reach the right arm forward. Stay in your breath. Notice your thoughts. Are they pulling you out of the pose before you need to come out of it? Good. Unravel. Back knee down. Or not. But if you bring it down, maybe take the back foot. And just open here. Equal opposite. So you can pull in and push away simultaneously and kind of decide where in this range you want to be. You have the foot, release it. Standing splits top of the mat.
Chair pose. Feet come together. Inhaling.
And then twisting to the left. And you've got all those freedoms to open up the arms, take an arm balance, figure out what feels good here. Maybe just staying here, maybe one arm comes up. If you're working on arm balances, it's all physics. It's how you position your body. And so you can play with that sense of where you find the tipping point by coming up onto the toes, coming down as you need to. You almost find that tipping point before you actually lift up. And then your feet just float up. That's why I always think of them as epiphany poses. They just happen. Good. Which is not true because there's a lot of work that goes into it, right? But all that work comes together and then all of a sudden it's like, I feel it, I see it, yes, I get it. You're gonna come back through. Left hand comes down. Right leg lifts up. Half moon, you're standing on the left leg. Option to take this top leg, taking the foot or the ankle, and then kicking and pulling simultaneously to open up. Really nice. If you have the foot, release it. Slide your hand behind the back. And then rise up. Good. Square the feet. And then bring it forward. And then with just a little awareness in the hips. So the tendency is you start to twist and that left hip wants to just go with you because then you get, oh my gosh, like so much more rotation, right? Except that it's not really rotation. You've just displaced your torso. So renegotiate that space by just gently lifting that left hip up. And again, I don't want you to be rigid here. You should have a little play in the hips so that you're not forcing anything. But it kind of gives you a more truthful feedback of how big your twist actually is. And who cares how big it actually is, right? So you don't have to fake the funk. You just find where it really is. Shift more weight into your toes, get a little longer through the spine. Ease out of the twist, turn your left toes forward, left arm on your thigh, keep this right arm if it's okay. Just coming into a modification on side angle. So we've got like a half wrap. This arm is working to lift, taking any side bend out of the body. Of course, you can fully wrap it if you'd like. And if not, stretch that left arm forward. And just continue that energy forward. Yes, beautiful. Hug the left hip under your body. Really nice. Yes, yes. Are you still with me? Are you still with me? And I'm not talking physically. I mean, yes, I am, but are you still with me? Stay with me. Breathe. Feel your feet. Lengthen out the spine a little more. Neutralize your neck. Last inhale. And then bring it around. Unravel. Standing split, top of the mat. Please. Lifting that leg up. Right leg, that is. Lift the left hip a little higher. Melt into the leg. And then feet together, top of the mat, inhale. Chair. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway, inhale. Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Right leg back, inhale. Open the hip, flip over if it feels good. Right foot steps the top of your mat. Sweep the right arm all the way around in a circle and then rise up and back. Hook left arm outside of right thigh. Maybe wrap it. Maybe expand the arms. And then bring it around. Trikonasana, triangle. Reverse warrior. Come to the top of your mat with your hands. Lift your left leg, standing splits, and then into chair. Twisting to the right. Right hand comes down, left hand opens back if you want for this version, Chapasana, Ardha Chandrasana. Good. Reach the left leg back. Slide your left hand behind your back. Rise up. Square the feet. Cross the seated twist with a half wrap. Good. Come out of the twist. Bring it around. Sweep the right arm forward. And then bring both hands around. Float your right leg back. Walk your hands back to your left foot. Standing splits on the left leg. Option to pick up a couple times. And then pull the right knee into your chest. Walk it out. Extend the leg, chaturanga. Rise and open. Dog pose, exhale. Left leg back, open the hip. Flip if it feels good. Left foot top of your mat. Sweep the arm around. Rising up. Twist it. Your choice on how you twist it. Triangle. Reverse warrior, go low, go low, go low. Come around, standing splits, top of the mat. Feet together, chair. Twist to your left. Half moon on the left leg. Right hand slides behind the back. Rise. And prostrated twist, half wrap. Turn the left toes forward. Sweep that left arm. Good. Bring the hands around. Left leg floats back. Walk back to standing splits, lots of control. Stay there or take a couple hops. Left knee into chest. Walk out to plank. Extend the leg. Chaturanga. Rise open. Downward facing dog. Right leg back, inhale. Same thing. Open the hip. Let it flow. Get out of your head. Right foot comes forward. Sweep it around. Rise up. Twist it. Triangle. Reverse warrior. Standing splits. Top of the mat. Good. Bring your feet together. Chair. Oh my goodness, I forgot a pose, y'all, on the second side. I wasn't planning on doing it again, but I did forget a pose. Twist it open. I'll make it up this time, I promise. Bring it around, half moon. Hand behind the back. Stretch the leg back. And then twist it. Release it, come around. Reach forward. Both hands down. Float this right leg back. Good. Walk it back. Standing splits. Couple hops if you want them. knee into chest. Walk back out to plank. Extend the leg, chaturanga. Rising up. Down dog, exhale. Left leg back, open the hip flip if it feels good. And then bring it around. Sweep the left arm around. Rise up. Twist it. Triangle. Deep reverse warrior. Top of the mat, standing split. Feet together, chair. Twisting left. Open up, inhaling, half moon. Hand sides behind the back. Bring it up. And Prasarita twist. Good. Open. Turn the toes forward, come around. Good. This time, stay with me. Bring your hands down. Come around, right knee down. Oh my goodness, we forgot. By we, I mean me. I forgot to do this before. It's okay, we survived. Good, if you have the foot, release it gently. Tuck the back toes. Float the left leg back. Pause. Walk back. Standing splits, or take 2 or 3 lifts, or maybe 1 hold. Oops. And then knee into chest. Walk it out. And chaturanga. Rising up. Down dog. Exhale. Take your feet shorter and wider in the stance. Take your left hand to your right ankle. Switch it. Come back to center. Bring your feet in narrower, but keep your stance short. So in this shorter stance, maybe getting the heels a little more rooted. I'm still pushing the whole palm down. Pull your right knee into your chest, pick up your left heel, and then just step back like nothing happened. And then do the other side. Lift the right heel, pull the knee in, round the upper back. Hi, Lulu. So it's a lot of cat's pose here when you come forward. Hi. And then bring the right knee forward and hold. And then bend the left knee. And then just see if you can get a little hop up without that right leg up. And then both feet down. Check your stance, pause. Left knee into your chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee, lift up. Bring it down. And go again. So without that top leg lifting you, good. Back into downward facing dog. Can you find some elevation? Just pause and down dog. So much of the time we're relying on that top leg to lift us up into inversions, and it helps by all means. Like, I hope you just felt how much it helped. But we want to use that bottom leg. So we're taking like the best of standing splits with that power from the legs to kind of find our balance in between. A couple more breaths. Bring your feet together, squeeze your legs as one. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Give your upper back a little roundness, just a little bit. Take a couple breaths here. You can stay here, by the way, but if you want, you're gonna sink back a little more, and then take a little hop, and then you'll take it down. Just a few of them. And yeah, maybe you start to open the legs up a little bit, but maybe you don't. Beautiful. Yeah, you're amazing. Beautiful. And then we come into a forward fold. So bring your feet a little closer to your hands. Hold your elbows, bend the knees, let your torso hang down. Rock your weight side to side. Pause in the center. Just take the top arm, bring it inside and out to the front. And then rock side to side again. So you just switch the arm that's on top and in front. And then release the hips down, Malasana. You can take the feet wider, you can keep them narrow. Press the palms together, lift the heart up. Maybe soften the gaze or close your eyes, whatever feels good. And then come back into forward fold. This time hands in the ground, melt the spine over. Inhale, pull the heart forward. You're gonna plant your hands. So you're gonna pick up your left, actually I'll mirror you. You're gonna pick up your right heel. You're gonna take your left leg out to the side. And then you're just gonna start to like, kind of tip forward. Take this right leg out. Sorry, left leg, I'm mirroring you. And let that kind of pull you up. So it's like a really wonky handstand lift. You can bend that left leg if you need to. Beautiful. And then come back into Malasana. So we come into handstand often, it's very linear. It's very like, we're lined up, we want to go straight up, right? But then we fall off to the sides a lot, right? And we got to be able to catch our balance. So feeling how we pull back into center. Let's do the other side. So take that leg out. And when that right leg goes out to the side and you pick the left leg up, it's going to come out to the side as well. And that might just take you up. You might surprise yourself. Last one. Amazing. I see you. Malasana. Hands down. Walk out to plank. Down onto your belly. Come onto the left forearm. Bend the right leg. Reach back with the right hand. Maybe just push away here. So it's like a half Dhanurasana. Maybe start to lift up onto that left hand instead of the forearm. And then forearm comes back down if it lifted. Bring the right one around. Left bends. Reach back with the left hand for the left foot. And then push. And then maybe start to rise up into the right hand. One more inhale. Forearm comes down, and then left arm comes around. Forearm plank. Lifting up. Use this as a counter to that back bend. So really pull the front body into the back body. Belly up, front ribs in, heart forward, gaze toward your fingers. Thighs to the sky, tailbone for your heels, strong active toes, ankles. And then release it down slowly. Both knees bend if it's okay. If not, maybe just do Sphinx pose. Reach back with your hands. Dhanurasana. Rising up. So that sensation that you had when your forearm was down and we lifted up into the hand, can you find that without it being there? So pulling the chest up, pushing the feet back so that you're not resting down toward your face, you're drawing up and back. Release it out. Forearms down. Forearm plank. Release hips down slowly. So this sense of lifting, can you find that from the legs? Find the feet. Lifting up. And then this time, child's pose. Press it back. Get lost in your breath. Maybe rock your hips a little side to side. And then rise up to cat's pose. Come through upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Right leg goes back with an inhale. Single leg pigeon or your hip stretching, strengthening, opening, whatever you want to call it, pose of your choice. Because we're not just opening the hip passively, we are building some strength here as well. Back foot's pushing down, front pinky side of foot is pushing down, ankle is neutralizing. And then become a warrior with your breath. Just everything into your breath, inhaling and exhaling, tracing both pathways. Inhale, rise up. You're gonna bring your left leg from the back of your mat around to the outside of that right leg. And then we twist to your left. And then you can stay here for a few more breaths. If you want, you can start to rock forward. You bring your hands forward. You can push into your right shin, into your right foot, and that's going to give you a little leverage. Extend the left leg out, come into Kundanyasana, and then through Vinyasa. Totally optional. And I'll bring the left leg forward for single leg pigeon. Notice where you go in the pose. Yes, where are you going physically? Are you making good choices? Have you just kind of checked out on the body and you are just hoping something catches on? Where have you gone mentally? Is your mind beginning to wander? Take care of your breath. Inhale, rising up. And bring this right leg around. And then we twist. Good. A few breaths to transition here. You can stay for an extra couple of breaths if you want. You can start to move forward if you want. Push down into your left shin, into your foot, and that's going to give you some leverage. Think chaturanga in the arms. And then maybe you just find that tipping point. You lift up. And then last vinyasa, if you choose to take it. And then we're going to come to seated. So just look at your hands, bring your feet up to your hands or through. And then sit all the way down. Rise up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, lengthen out the spine, lift the heart a little bit more toward the toes, toward the tops of the feet, and then melt in any amount more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale down onto your backs. Give yourself one squeeze here. If you need a happy baby, if you need another twist, if there's anything that will make Shavasana feel sweeter, please do that now. And then when you're ready, release into stillness. to deepen the breath. Allow the breath to gently move you in whatever way feels good. Maybe rocking your weight side to side or moving your feet, moving your hands. And then as movement comes back to you naturally, just find your way to sitting. You don't have to do any fancy exit strategy, just whatever your natural inclination is to come up into sitting. And then notice how that felt or how it's feeling. Be gentle and kind to your body. And then once you are seated, bring your hands together at your heart. In this last moment together today, it's an angsty time, it's a stressful time. It has been. This is cumulative. This is not just the past few days and today. It's been a stressful time. And just to honor and acknowledge your power and your tools to get through this time. And then remind yourself to use them when you need them. And that's why I always say I'm here for you. If you need anything, you'll tell me. And if you don't feel comfortable telling me, shame on you. Tell me. I hate the word shame, but you know what I'm saying. Tell me. If you need something, let me know. I can't fix all the problems in the world, but sometimes I can fix little things. Let's breathe together. Inhale. Exhale, bow your mind to your heart. Rise, inhale. Shine your light, share your love. Namaste. Thanks for being here today. Mwah.